Peace and love, y'all. It's your girl, the Vibe Priestess, tapping back in with y'all with more messages from Spirit. Just a little tarot wisdom with the Vibe Priestess. And y'all already know what time it is. We're going to set the energy, okay? So, to the Most High, God, the creator of all. Hey, these Kina alchemists, thank you so much for joining the live. To the creator of all, God, spirit, universe, ancestors, spirit guides, divine white light. Okay, thank you so much for your divine protection and unconditional love and clearing this space and this energy and calling protection over any low vibrational deity, demon, entity, evil eye, black magic, hexes, hoodoo, voodoo, or curses. And so mote it be, I say. What's good? I am George Soul. Welcome back to the live, love. Hey, and I don't know if I said it right. The Skin Alchemist. There we go. Hey, mamas. Welcome to the live, y'all. Today, we are going to talk about politics, y'all. I'm so over. I rarely talk about politics. But because that's the type of season that we're in. And it's like, you can't even avoid it. Every time I go on my social media feed, that's all that's popping up, okay? The big, we all seen Beyonce make an appearance, right, for Kamala, trying to get, everybody to jump on board and things like that. And, let's just be real, y'all. Kamala Harris or Trump, baby, is not going to save you, okay? It's like we all have this rhetoric, it's just, I've been seeing this since 2015 when, the last, I don't know if that was the last one, but I do remember when they were like trying to usher in Trump and, they wanted Trump to be the president. But even before then, man, even back George Bush days, when Obama became the president, I'll say that was the first time that I actually felt moved. Like, oh my gosh, like, it was very, but then it was like, y'all, I found out about, I watched this documentary called The Obama Deception or something like that, y'all. And it just hurt my whole little heart. It just broke my heart because it was like, once I actually learned about the politics and how all of this stuff is all about the bloodlines, it goes back like ancient times history. And then if we've just evolved, right? It's like when people don't study history, they don't know shit. You see what I'm saying? It's like motherfuckers just act like whatever is here today, present time, that's just what it is. And that's why they don't know shit, because they don't know they fucking history. Hey, Jerry Reneo, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, that's the problem, is that we don't know the history, right? A lot of these politicians and things like that, they're connected through the bloodline, right? This has been passed down, and things like that. So we be, so caught up in politics. And haven't we seen how much politics has evolved since like when we were younger? It's like now the politicians want to be hip and cool and act like they so, a part of the culture and shit like that. When back in the day, right, there was a different audience that was paying attention to politics. It was like the youth, the young people weren't really paying attention. But see, now the youth is getting involved in where like the state of the country is going. So we're all kind of like, hold on, we're trying to figure out what's going on. So we're now, the colleges and the younger students are getting involved, And so it's like now these politicians, they trying to pop out like they celebrities now. You know what I'm saying? We all know Kamala, she used to be with Montel Jordan and out, you know what I'm saying? Like politicians are just another form of the fucking CIA agents, the fucking, like they're celebrities, you know what I mean? But they're just like anything basically that's on a global stage, you need to be concerned about, because it's all spiritual warfare, even politics, okay? Politics is just us agreeing to the fact that they can dominate us in a sense of, we're basically giving them permission to say, yeah, you guys can continue to run us in the ground and fuck us over and continue to use us as a source of life force vitality. You know what I'm saying? That's all that politics are. So it's like, once we get out of the mindset that we're just have to be involved in these things, right? We're giving consent. It's like an energetic consent that we're giving for them to create this havoc in our lives, right? The chaos, controlled chaos, right? They're creating all this controlled chaos, and then here they go every 4 years or 8 years, however fucking long, and then they come out like, hey, we're gonna come and we're gonna fix this and we're gonna fix that and we're gonna, and it's like, okay, every fucking season, every fucking political season, right? Don't we continuously see every fucking political season that they don't do the shit that they're gonna fucking say, right? And then it's like, once they want our vote and they put themselves in a situation to have this power, they abuse it. They start wars in other countries. They, shut down the government, close down the banks, taking our fucking money, right? They raise up the fucking inflation, make everything fucking expensive, right? And hard for just the everyday hardworking person, okay? Meanwhile, we're clout chasing. We're trying to go be like these celebrities. We're just trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? When the real issues are not being addressed, right? In our homes or not on a global scale with politics, okay? So it's like, get to that point where we got to get to that point where we see through the bullshit. Like, this is not just politics, right? This is actually spiritual warfare, okay? And that's why I wanted to get into this, y'all, because like I think that we need to start looking into etymology more, because if we know how powerful the word is and what these words mean, we should have more understanding in the power of each word that we use. You see what I'm saying? A lot of times we just have the Webster version of these words and these terms and these things that's going on around us, and it's why we're easily manipulated, because we don't know the fucking truth about what things are, what they mean, what agendas are behind the scene. You see what I'm saying? It's like, no, we have to have this level of awareness across the board that we're not being played and preyed on by the ignorance that they've pressed upon us, because they're the one put us in the education system, right? The education system should be providing these terms and the true definitions, right? Why don't they have fucking Black's Law Dictionary in school? Why don't we know every fucking statute in law if that's something that is going, like, it's a setup. It's a fucking setup for us not to know all the laws to be like, if this is something that we're supposed to uphold, then why the fuck they didn't teach us law? Why did we gotta go to law school and pay all this money to understand the law, right? It's because they don't want us to fucking understand it, and it's a play on words, okay? It's a mind fuck, okay? It's a mind fuck. Makes me want to look inward for peace of outward and chaos. Makes me want to look inward for peace, and outward is chaos. Yeah, right, exactly. We got to go within to find that peace, because yes, there is a lot of stuff going on outside of us that's chaotic, right? But it won't be so chaotic to us if we understand that it's a facade, if we understand that it's not real. Then it allows us to look within, because then we realize, like, we're not dictating how we feel or the outcome of something based on what we see outside of us. We know that because we're guided by the Most High within, and He's empowering us, that we don't have to look to the news. We don't have to look to this, and that, because it's all fucking cap any damn way, because it's all of those things are there to keep us in control, right? And I wrote a few things down because I was breaking down these words, okay, to get a clear understanding of what these things mean, and to kind of just put this out here, right? Because, what etymology is the breakdown of words, okay, from prefix to suffix, so you can break down the true power of the word, right? Because people will use words over you, like when you go to court and they ask you, do you understand, right? In the Black's Law Dictionary, that's for you to say, yes, I understand. That's not, you don't, because it's like you're saying, yes, I'm standing under this charge that you've given me. You know what I'm saying? It's like, this is just an example of the way that they set us up to believe that when we go into the court system and they ask us if we understand, we're looking at it from the Webster's dictionary version, where we're like, yeah, I comprehend, right? When people say understand, you thinking comprehend, but when you understand in the Black's Law Dictionary, it means I am consenting, or I take responsibility for this crime, for this charge. You see what I'm saying? So this is how they play wordplay. And so with politics, for an example, right? Poly, the breakdown of the word poly means many. It means much, okay? And the word ticks is basically the breakdown. The suffix of the word ticks is all about parasites, right? Ticks are a parasitic type of bug, that sucks your blood. You know what I'm saying? So that's like when you break down the word politics, it basically says like we're parasites feeding off the people. You know what I'm saying? It's like, that's why etymology is so powerful, because then you really know, it's like, can't nobody put no wool over your eyes by words. You know, when you open your mind to all of the meanings, like, I'm not saying that just because somebody use a word, they could, when we understand that words have several meanings, we won't get so caught up in the words. Like I said, on my last live, I had an interaction where it's like people want to get caught up on the word of Jesus, Yeshua, Yahweh, God, da-da-da-da-da, right? And you're losing the message, right? Because you want to get caught up on the conviction of Jesus, whatever that is. And that's cool, and I respect that. But my point is to say that when we get lost in words, that's how we lose the message, right? We're all here just trying to connect the dots. I don't know 100% of the reality. You don't know 100% of the reality. Nobody fucking does, right? But when we come together, we communicate and we converse and we connect the dots with our wisdom, right? Without trying to place judgment or trying to say, oh, you're the devil or whatever. And it's just like we're allowing to communicate and convey knowledge and wisdom, right? We know what resonates with our spirit, what doesn't, right? And things like that. So this is why I'm speaking of this, because politics is just spiritual warfare on a global scale, right? This is like literally narcissism has been embedded and rooted in the fabric of this country, in the fabric of like a global stage, because it's all been about control, right? So what is that? Like, what's the number one thing that a narcissist loves, right? It's to have control over a host, over someone, to dictate so their life and their well-being can thrive, because it's like they can't exist without a parasitical living off of like a host. Okay, so that's what the breakdown of politics are, right? And the same thing for police, right? Police is very similar, because it's also poly is the breakdown, and lice is another parasite, right? So it's like all these government structures are showing how it's parasitical, okay? Also, when we break down the word entertainment, because I'm connecting this politics to the celebrity world, to everything, the global stage, when we're sitting here and we're taking in all this shit and we're sitting up here watching the fucking television and watching all of this, media it's basically propaganda to dictate our thought process. You see what I'm saying? Then we start to understand that, okay, wow, these things are in place to hold me back mentally, physically, spiritually, right? When we start to see that, we don't fall for the okie doke. We don't fall for whatever it is that they're doing and things like that. Yes, people need to take their power back. And that's this is like why I'm here. Because I'm like, yeah, I'm taking my power back. And I would love people to join me. You see what I'm saying? And I'm just trying to bring out the points of things that I noticed, right? When I'm looking through the matrix, or you know what I'm saying, or if I'm looking through the subliminals, because you have to have a certain level of consciousness to be able to see the subliminal messaging. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people, it just goes right over their head, right? I know a lot of y'all probably seen 1984. That if you haven't seen it, it's a movie where it's like you put the glasses on and then it's like you can see everything for what it really is, but you take the glasses off and then it's like, oh, okay. But then you put them back on, it's like you see the propaganda, you see the subliminal messages and all the logos and, all of the, things that are going on around you. And then you even see the spirits and the demons on people and like the different, or you see that, okay, maybe it's not a demon, but you might be some type of entity from another galaxy. Who fucking knows? You know what I'm saying? But it's like you get to see that access when your third eye is open. You see like, oh, that motherfucker's an empty vessel. Ain't no telling what type of energy flowing through that motherfucker, because you've leaving yourself open to people to come through and access your vessel. You see what I'm saying? Hey, L Waits 30, thank you so much for the live, joining the live, love. So yeah, so when it comes down to breaking down these words, because etymology is what's really going to help you understand what is really happening, okay? With this entertainment, when we talk about politics, politicians are just entertainment as well, right? They have this space that they're controlling something when they don't have control over shit. It's somebody else telling them. They're just the face of the shadow government. You see what I'm saying? So it's like breaking down these words just help you realize what these things really are, right? Let's break down the word government, right? Govern is to rule over something, okay? And the mint is a result of an object or a means of a specific action or agenda, right? So it's like there is an agenda to rule over you and to govern you as an individual, right? But not just you, but your spirit, right? It's energy. It's all energy harvesting, right? So we're all exchanging this energy, and they're basically channeling the energy where they want it to flow by being able to govern your energy, right? They can govern it and dictate how it's being dispersed and things like that, because your lack of awareness that is happening. You're not protecting your spiritual bubble. You're letting all this shit come in and spew into your mentality, your propaganda, by you sitting there watching even the news, watching television, watching whatever propaganda is popping up is meant to do something, is working against you, right? Unless you're finding positive propaganda, because that's what is really dope that I'm noticing about the algorithm on social media. Now that I have been directing my focus on more positive things, my timeline is starting to, like, I'm not starting to see certain things on my timeline, which is a beautiful thing. But that is how life works on a microcosm, macrocosm level, right? When we are looking up and we're deciding that, okay, I'm going to shift my focus on something else, and that's what we start to see in our life more, right? So this is what we're doing. We're starting to recognize that we got to protect our mind. We have to protect our psyche. We have to protect the things that we're allowing our views, our eyes to even to take in. You know what I'm saying? Because it's doing something. It's always doing some type of programming in the background. And without you having an understanding of subliminal things and how they work, you're being manipulated whether you know it or not, right? Another word, right, we're going to break down is the entertainment, right? Because when you enter, like you're entering something, it's to hold, it's to contain, okay? Entertainment, you're containing, right, the government and the rule of someone else. So it's just like all telling us in the word what these things are doing for us. Politics, government, police, entertainment, all in the words express that, baby, it's a mind fuck. Baby, we're here to make you feel like you can't govern yourself, because you don't even have access to the Most High God, so you don't know how to govern yourself, right? When you know how to tap in with the Most High and be moved and guided by His light within, then it's like, who fucking needs the government, right? Who needs all this fucking shit? You see what I'm saying? It's like they are governing those who don't have an awareness that they are able to govern themselves. If we know the laws, if we know the commandments or the laws of Ma'at, or wherever you go off of, there's ancient scripts that tell you how we can govern our own energy and ourselves, right? But it's the ones that's being moved by lower forces, lower entities that are moving, that need to be governed and controlled, because they are the ones out here creating the havoc and the chaos, and out here trying to stop and slow down the people that are working for God, that's moving them in alignment on their mission. You see what I'm saying? And then boom, here they are trying to come get in the way of that, because they're being moved by lower forces. Maybe they don't even realize that they don't know that that's their intention, because it's their intention. They don't know what their intention is guided by or moved by. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times they just are feeling them. They don't even understand the power of the spirit and energy, and how if you leave your vessel open and let fucking lower forces access you, then you're being controlled by something else, okay? And that's what people need to realize, okay? But then when we're sitting here watching fucking TV and watching these politics, watching these news, all of this negative propaganda that's being pushed out, watching these horror movies that have fucking rituals and spells on them, you know, all these low vibrational frequencies in the music, all of these things, baby, that's opening yourself up to these spirits and these energies, right? So it's just a constant reminder that if you're not practicing a spiritual hygiene, if you're not praying regularly, if you're not talking to the Most High, and you're not moving right with the will of the Most High, not just, oh, I go to church on Sunday, right? But then on Saturday night, I was out sinning. Okay, I was out here doing this and doing that, right? And then you're outside pointing the finger at somebody else, trying to tell them that even though they're doing the work of God, even though they know they're looking at the laws and the principles and the commandments, and they're paying attention to how they can empower people, they're actually trying to spread love and God's word to humanity. And then they'll be the same people trying trying to judge you and trying to tell you that, oh, that's the devil. Baby, you was just, what was you just doing? You know what I'm saying? Don't, like I said, it's the reality is that let's not be hypocrites, but that is that subliminal programming that people are under where they don't realize it. When it's subliminal, you're identifying with something that's not even your soul, your spirit. When you're moving just off of subliminal, you're actually just acting and moving off of, you know, your subliminal programming, right? It's like anything that's subliminal, right? A lot of times you probably just chalk it up to your personality. You just chalk it up to that's just how I am. You know, like that, like a lot of toxic people, they'll be like, I ain't never gonna change. I'm da-da-da-da-da-da. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times those be their demons, right? They've identified with their darkness, okay? And there's nothing wrong with identifying with your darkness. It's just that there's a healthy way. You utilize your darkness as a tool. So if you're channeling that darkness into something, channeling into art or channeling into a story that's going to empower, like you use your darkness, yes. You acknowledge your darkness, yes. But when you take that darkness and you use it for the downfall of others, then that's when, you know what I'm saying, you're not transmuting, right? You're just channeling that energy, and you're also being the cause and the creator of more darkness. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, yes, transmute, use your darkness, but use it for good. You see what I'm saying? Or use it for the protection. You know what I'm saying? Like my darkness really be coming out when, you know what I'm saying, if I feel like I have to protect myself, you know, my well-being, my life is in danger, okay, then that darkness gonna come out. Darkness is necessary, baby. It ain't all love and light, but it's all love and light, baby, because that's all I desire to put out there into the world. But if I'm faced with the situation, baby, and then I gotta get a little dark, honey, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's that time, because one thing about God didn't say, right, be a pussy and just let people disrespect you and let people, be life threatening. Okay. That ain't the type of God that we serve. God, there's spiritual warriors out here too. You see what I'm saying? It's ready to fight the good fight. Okay. Because a lot of people are just cowards. You know what I'm saying? Just hiding behind materialism, hiding behind the matrix of whatever little structures they got set up, because they just following in line of the enemy. You see what I'm saying? So the reality is, if you open up your mind to see the reality, because that's what it is. People's minds so closed that they cannot see the reality in front of them. And then every year I got to hear these people talking about who they voting for, or they on their page talking about, you need to vote. You don't be complaining if you didn't vote. Well, damn, bitch, didn't we vote last 4 years, and then the last 4 years before that, and then the last 4 years before that? Damn, how fucking many times do we gotta vote? And then to see that the complaining is irrelevant. Whether we vote or not, the shit still is going to fucking hell, because this fucking country was built on the fucking foundation of low vibrational energy. Hey, Honesty Mac, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, so it's like when we understand that we're not falling for the okie doke no more, and like we realize that y'all see, this is what I'm talking about. There's the divisiveness, right, that they always put out there, whether it's sports, it's politics, whatever it is. It's always two-sided. It's like, oh, okay, well, you can vote for this team or this team. Or, okay, is it Trump or Kamala? You know, it's like one of the, what do they call it, the lesser evils or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they give you an illusion of a choice, right? They give you an illusion that you can have some sense of control over what goes on in the government, right? This is all an illusion that they put out there to make you feel like you're free, okay? But you're not free until you free your fucking mind. Okay, that's when you be free. You know what I mean? Other than that, if you still talking about Kamala and Trump, baby, we on a whole nother level now. Like Kamala and Trump, this is a joke. You see what I'm saying? So it's like whoever's going to be Kamala or Trump, whoever the shadow government says, and it could just be a game. I mean, I don't know. I'm not even going to go there, because that's how my mind works. Like, I be thinking of the outlandish shit. I'm Aquarius. I'm an air sign. You see what I'm saying? But the reality is, right, you got to go there sometimes to really see shit for what it really is. You know what I'm saying? And, they've created this illusion of separatism. And there's really nothing separate. When we realize we're all fucking energy, we're all energy, right? And we all, yes, there's going to be some differences, which that's cool. But like we're always highlighting the differences when there are more. They're like there's going to be a million differences, but there are similarities, right? That connect us, right? That we all are experiencing this same matrix, right? Maybe experiencing it in different ways, but we're all in it together. You know what I'm saying? Dealing with the mass consciousness effects of what's going on by this mass propaganda. You see what I'm saying? So the reality is, here we are, people are like hating each other. You know, I hate to fucking see, you know, when they're out and you see like the transgender people on the streets, like fighting against the non-transgender people. And it's like, yeah. And it's like everybody's fighting each other when the real fucking issue is not neither of them. It's the propaganda that controlled and conditioned both sides. Everybody is fucking programmed. You just have a different programming. So a transgender's programming from a non-transgender programming. You see what I'm saying? And now they both been programmed, but now they're each other's enemy. And the real enemy is the one that programmed both of them. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, y'all, we can't get past the fucking divisiveness. Get past the we're setting against each other. You see what I'm saying? And all of that. The ignorance is going to prevail. And motherfuckers ain't gonna get nowhere because they're so caught up in the divisiveness and picking a side and realizing that there's only one side and it's God's side. You know, like I read with fucking Cat Williams, the what he said, the big dick deviants, baby. Fuck, all that shit is out the door, baby. 2024 and it's 2025 and beyond. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if that's the train you motherfuckers was on, it's time to jump off that motherfucker because you got to find, because that shit, you could only thrive in that type of energy for so fucking long, y'all. So I pray for those who had that kind of energy and pray that they find love and find God and find peace in a heart that, you know, that heals them so they don't want to continue to go out into the world and continue to perpetuate this low vibrational energy. You see what I'm saying? Like, what did I write down? Yeah, it's like religion, culture, race, politics, the judicial system, economy, right? This is all, it's like the illusion of separatism, and that's the hierarchy that they've created. But these are different ways that they've created. Karma's a killer. Exactly. Okay? Like at the end of the day, it's like all of these things is just hierarchies, right? To keep us in, and then also invisible lines and to keep us in boxes, right? So we can continue to fight against each other when we're all really experiencing the same shit. We're all being energy harvested by a higher force. You see what I'm saying? So it's like energy harvesting is real, right? And on the lowest of scales, on the highest of scales. So that's why it's so important to protect your energy, but also it's a whole new world, right? It's a whole new fucking world when you realize, like, nigga, it's energy. It's energy. Oh my gosh, like, I don't even be listening to what motherfuckers saying no more. Like, what does it feel like? Fuck what you talking about. What does it feel like, bitch? It don't feel right to me, so I'm okay. I don't give a fuck what you talk about. Because, see, I used to be this. My love language was with words of affirmations and shit like that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Kalina B. the model. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. But yeah, like I used to listen, let niggas tell me, you know, baby, I'm gonna bring you the moon, the stars, you know what I mean? Like, motherfucker can whisper some sweet nothings in my motherfucking ear, and I'm just like, and I'm, you know what I'm saying? But now it's like, fuck words. You know what I'm saying? Or at least know what words mean and feel the energy of the words. You see what I'm saying? So now I'm in that place now where it's like, I don't give a fuck about words. People can say whatever the fuck they want to say. I'm on my wave where it's about the energy. And if it don't feel right coming from your mouth, then I'm just going to intuitively tap into that and just be like, okay, well, I don't have the evidence of it, but something don't feel right. I'm going with that, okay? Because motherfuckers do this all day, right? running their mouth, you know what I'm saying, and don't have pure intention, and you know what I'm saying, or have an ulterior motive, a hidden agenda. And it's like, it's the microcosm to the macrocosm, because like I said, like politics, right, was what I was getting at. But it's just the reality that it's just on a global scale, that politics are parasitical energy vampires too. They do the energy harvesting and all of that, right? Then boom, here we go, all of these people looking up to politicians, looking up to celebrities, trying to be these people. These are archetypes that people are signing on to because of their programming, and they're like, okay, I want to be like Future. I want to be like 2 times whatever his fucking name is, like whatever, like you. And then you start portraying and being these people and their personas and their essences, and then you're going out into the world spreading your low vibrational shit that you took on because you thinking like, this is cool, this is it, like Future is famous. All these motherfuckers is being glorified in the media, so why ain't this the way to be? Like, niggas want to be persona so bad. Niggas don't know how to be they self. Niggas don't know how to be authentic and pure. You see what I'm saying? So that's the problem in the world. It's like, I can see it from a mile away when niggas is all like trying to be all cool and like, like, bitch, be yourself. Yeah, be yourself. God picked you. God picked them too. Right? God picked us all. Right? But see, it be like motherfuckers be so far gone because they created this persona. They created this being of trying to be this thing for so long that now they don't even know who the fuck they really are no more. You see what I'm saying? Like, people so caught up in trying to live up to the means of other people, or like other people's judgments, right? You trying to get the hottest new trending thing because you trying to be like this one, you trying to be like that one. Baby, be your motherfucking self. Hey, Z the Empress, thank you so much for joining the live, love. But yeah, it's like, let's be true to ourselves, baby, okay? Because that's what happens. It's like, we're trying to live like the celebrities. We're trying to live like and be like this and be like that. And they're leading, we see what's happening to these celebrities, right? We see the downfall of this, the energy that they putting out there, right? The sexapades and all of these different things, right? The fucked up shit, basically. It's so much, right? It's the fucked up shit that's going on behind the scene in the celebrity world, right? These behaviors, right? People have picked up on them subliminally. You see what I'm saying? Hello, my Aquarius. Yes, Aquarius gang in the building, period. So yes, y'all, like when it comes down to I'm sorry, y'all. I hate when I do that. I lose my train of thought. I was what was I talking about? Hey, Dwayne's World, thank you so much for joining the live, love. I'm sorry, y'all. I be losing my train of thought sometimes because I be just going. So what was I just talking about? Well, anyway, I harped on. Oh yeah, I think I was talking about being true to yourself. Yeah. Because that's what I noticed too, is a lot of times is that a lot of people are out here just trying to be like everybody else, and like, you know, you're fitting it. You like, even like, just especially these niggas that be in big groups and shit like that, and they like, yeah, like celebrity stuff, right? Because people be like in these big groups and stuff, and they be like, I'm trying to find the best way to describe it. Like, you know how, okay, let's use this as an example, right? You know, back in the day, we would watch TV shows or movies, right? And in the school, there would be the popular kids. Like, it would be the group that is the cheerleaders, or they're the people that, you know, play the sports or whatever. And it's like, typically they all would hang out with each other, right? And that energy, right? I would say that's another archetype, right? Because I've connected the dots with these little programming shows we used to watch. We internally identify with specific archetypes in this propaganda that we're watching, and we'll identify, especially as young kids, we'll identify trying to see like, well, which one are we like? Who do we identify with? You know what I'm saying? Even me as me and two friends as a kid, we were TLC, and then I identified with Left Eye. Like, I was, you know, Left Eye, crazy, you know what I'm saying? So it's like when we're kids, we find what we identify with the most, and in that way, we kind of got programmed to like which archetype do we want to identify with the most? You see what I'm saying? So it's like what happened right with that is that people who are identifying with this is like throughout life, they identify with like, well, I'm the popular kid and I'm the cool kid and I'm the fashion kid or or it's the goths or the nerds or whatever. Like there was always these archetypes that we identified with. And I think that kind of carried on throughout life, right? Where people continue to build up this persona, right? Because they wanted to be viewed as this or that or whatever, or they identified with whatever they identify with. And that carried on along, you know what I'm saying, throughout life, right? Then you had those unique artsy motherfuckers that was true to themselves, and maybe they wasn't liked, maybe they didn't care, maybe they wanted to be liked, but nobody fucked with them because they not trying to fit into the social norm. So now they looking at you like, oh, you weird. Nah, bitch, I'm me. I'm true to myself. Bitch, I'm authentic. Bitch, I'm what God made me. Bitch, I'm not trying to live up to the norms and trying to fit into what you niggas think I should be. Okay? So that's the reality of what that came from. Niggas don't want to be authentic, right? And I see the root of where that came from. But there's always a day that you can say, you know what? Why did I shun my true self? Like, I am who the fuck I am, and either people like it or they don't. I came to realize that when you trying to fit into this circle and that circle and dimming who you are authentically, then you kind of ward off the people that are really supposed to be for you, because now you calling in all these fake motherfuckers that ain't even in alignment with who you really are, right? Now you got motherfuckers that don't even fuck with you like that, right? It's like now you calling in all these fake relationships, superficial relationships, people that don't fuck with you like that. You see what I'm saying? Put you in harm's way. You see what I'm saying? All these different things. So that's why it's like, God wants you to be who you really are, because then that's how God can really usher in the people that are really truly for you, right? But if you steadily dimming your goddess energy, your God energy, dimming your art, your creativity, your individuality, your authenticity, right? You're steady doing that, and you're just basically telling God, like, I don't want none of this shit, God. Like, I just want to, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm trying to give you something that's going to align you with who you really are and your purpose. But the more you try to go away from that, the more you're being led astray from what it is that God really got for you. Then everybody want to look at God like, God, why me? Like, what? You not, baby, I'm trying to show you where your path is at, but you over here trying to do this with that person that don't even fuck with you like that. Okay? So that's the reality of what I'm trying to bring to the forefront, is that everything is a fucking facade, right? Everybody's an archetype. Celebrities are archetypes, right? There's so many different things where they show where these celebrities behind the scene, they got families, they married, they like, but like in the limelight, they got to be like, oh, I can't say that I got a relationship. Like, Love and Hip Hop energy, right? When like Love and Hip Hop first came out, that was where they kind of showed us like the reality of celebritism, like behind the scene, where these motherfuckers got this bitch, that bitch, side bitch, that, they got all this, right? And then it's like the one bitch who thinks she the main bitch, and then you got the side bitch who, you got all this exposure of bullshit, right? That because of that show, we kind of decided we was going to accept it even more, right? And identify with it, because they've kind of solidified this in the media that this is okay. This is how celebrities live their life. I guess, then all the side bitch era came up and was like, I'm a side bitch. Motherfuckers was so proud of being the side bitch and everything. And even the wives, that are side bitches too. Because if you sitting around dealing with a nigga and he got another bitch, but you're married, but you like, just as long as I don't know about it, you better respect me. And that's all ego, fucking narcissistic bullshit. Like, you're in a relationship, you're married, you supposed to be in love with somebody, you happy that you with them, they're out cheating on you, and you stay with them, and you argue with the bitches that he fucks with. That's spiritual warfare. That's incubus, succubus energy. That's demonic energy. When you have a relationship, let me give you an example. You have two people that are couples. You got a woman and a man that are in a toxic relationship together. They constantly stepping outside of their relationship to go fuck with somebody else. They constantly cheating on each other, right? But they don't leave each other alone, right? They gonna keep fucking with each other for life. But guess what? Everybody that they step outside of their relationship with and they go fuck with, that's demons opening up for them, because now they want to create havoc in that person's life. It's the incubus, succubus spirit in them, causing havoc not only within them in their lives because they're in a relationship, but anybody else that they have ties to outside of their relationship. It's parasitic, it's demonic, it's low vibrational. You dealing with niggas that got bitches on the side, or you dealing with bitches that got niggas on the side, or whatever. Like, you know you're dealing with incubus, succubus energy, and that's something that is going to cause chaos, havoc in your life. So all these motherfuckers out here promiscuous, you know what I'm saying, out here. And my thing is, promiscuous to me is a mentality. Hey, sexy lady D, thank you so much for joining the live. Promiscuity is a mindset to me, right? Like, if you are just a sexual person, but you're intentional and you know, like, you're dealing with people with good intention, and we're grown, right? What you're doing sexually is your business. I'm not judging nobody. My point is to say promiscuity is different. When you're outside and you just out here fucking to tally up, do the tally mark, like, or you just fucking somebody to feed your ego, or you just fucking somebody to get some little quick rocks off. You don't have no love, care, concern for this person. You don't care about their well-being. It's all about the sexual exchange, and then that's it. Like, y'all are demons, incubus, succubus type of energy, right? That's the kind of energy where you're out here and you're energy siphoning. That is a form of energy siphoning. If you just out here fucking to get your rocks off, right, and you one of them niggas that's like, I knocked you out. Like the, oh, you're my BM, I won. You know, those type of energies. You see what I'm saying? These are people who are energy siphoners, right? They realize the power in being able to trap somebody and have a child with them and not care, give a fuck about them, you know what I'm saying? And how much upheaval that can cause in somebody's life. And that's what demons do. Demons want to devalue your experience in life. Demons want to come in and they want to lower your vibration so they can continue to attach more demons to you. You see what I'm saying? So that's why we got to keep our frequency uplifted, keep our mindset uplifted as well, and open our minds to shit, and not just act like we are just out here just la 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 la. Like, no, nigga, it's spiritual warfare outside. You see what I'm saying? So act like it. Like, don't just keep walking. You know what I'm saying? It's like going out and everybody armed and you're not. When you don't have a spiritual awareness level, it's like you got to be armed with your spiritual protection at all times. And if you're not in alignment with God, you're not. You're not spiritually protected at all times. You know what I'm saying? Because God is the most high, the most powerful. God, the power of God is what can wheel off any, like, these motherfuckers really be thinking they got some power because they fucking with certain deities, or they fucking with certain spiritual practices and things like that. But if it ain't, if God ain't the source, right, then baby, that shit is not powerful. It's not powerful. Like, it may be powerful towards another motherfucker that don't got God in their life, baby. But when you try to use it with somebody that got God in their life, baby, you are powerless. You have no fucking power. Period. So you know what I'm saying? It's like, why not? Like, you picked the wrong side, honey. You sided with the wrong one. And it's like, God gonna always accept the forgiveness. God always ready for people to decide that they want to change their ways and become better, and decide that they want, God is always, but just, if you created a lot of karma, you just have to expect that it's gonna take a lot for you to redeem yourself. Did you see Constantine? Watch that movie Constantine. You see what I'm saying? Like, he was trying to redeem himself. You see what I'm saying? And it took a lot, and he was just like over it, but he was committed. You see what I'm saying? And that's God be needing the faith of the mustard seed. Like, that was showing, like, this motherfucker had the faith of a mustard seed, because his energy was really like, man, fuck this shit. You know what I'm saying? But at the end, right, he realized, like, I feel like it was something which I think it was love. I can't remember what it was that, like, he had to save somebody at the end. I can't remember. Yeah, I gotta go back and watch the movie. But it was something that lit up within him that was like gave him reason. Like it was like at first he was just doing it, just going through the steps because he felt like he was obligated. But then he was really moved by the mission, right? And then that is what like he got to go back to, you know, heaven or whatever after whatever he was doing. So that movie Constantine is an example for the people who have, you know, everybody, we not perfect, y'all. We come into this world ignorant. We come into this world deceived. We come into this world with propaganda conditioning our minds, right? We don't fucking know. So it's okay to just say, you know what? I was fucked up. I didn't know God. Now I know God. And I'm moving in a better, different way. You see what I'm saying? And it's like until people are ready to take accountability, because like people not willing to take accountability, and that's the first way to ascend, right? You have to be accountable for how you got where you are. You know what I'm saying? And then you have to say, okay, now I'm creating a space for me to decide that, okay, I'm gonna do some shit different. You see what I'm saying? I'm moving forward, God, because I see now. At first I didn't see. I was blind, right? But now I see. So that's the thing with God. Like, you know what I mean? He wants people to see the reality. And sometimes, right, when you're being faced with shit and you're not paying attention to the lesson, then you can't fucking see it. Hey, Kimmy Good, thank you for joining the live, love. Yeah, so it's like you can't even see it. When you're not in a place where you're ready to be accountable for your actions and the things that you've done, the things that you've said, you know what I'm saying? The things that you've done behind closed doors when only God knew what the fuck you was saying, what you was doing. You see what I'm saying? If you're not willing to take accountability for that and say, you know what, God, I was in that place when I didn't even have an understanding. I wasn't even aware. I didn't even know, God, but now I know. Now I see. And I see more clearly, and I want to be on your side, God. I want to be on your side. Hey, baby. It's like, yeah, I want to be on the side of God. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it gets to that point where it's like, we get so religious, and that's the point, is that religion separates you from God, because religion puts a man in the middle of you and God, and a man can manipulate and dictate and lead you astray to say, nah, because you're not listening to what God is telling you directly. You're trying to get advice for somebody. We don't even know if you got God in you or not. Most of these preachers are fucking Satanists, okay? Brooke Taylor 3580, thank you so much for joining the live, love. And I'm sorry, I would take that back, because I'm not going to say most of them, right? Because maybe some of them have good intention. All I'm saying is that because if you were raised up in a religious mindset, a lot of times they don't allow you to have your mind open enough to see things clearly, because you are like confined by fear, because religion taught you to fear God. Religion taught you to fear not being in the blood of Jesus, or it taught you to fear things instead of like the love of God, right? And like how God can place this power within us by just having this direct connection, okay? And then also taking in consideration of the law, like I talk about the laws of my aunt and like the commandments, right? We got to consider those things. But here's the thing. I feel like these Jesus freaks, right? I'm going to just call it how it is. I feel like they love not taking accountability. That's why they love the blood of Jesus so much, okay? They love the blood of Jesus so much, because it's like, oh, well, with the blood of Jesus, I can sin today. I can go fuck everything I want to. I can go drink. I can go party. And then I can say, you know, when I'm ready to just give it to God and say, okay, God, you know, Jesus, I'm ready now. Okay, I'm ready. Go ahead, cover me in the blood of Jesus, and then I just erase every fucking sin that I just did. And, you know, that's what I'm saying. I feel like this religion has created lack of accountability. And that's the problem that I see. And that's why I'm comparing this shit to narcissism. Because narcissism is like, it's been embedded in, you know, into the foundation of everything the politics and the government is who issues the religion, right? They issue the judicial system. They issue the different cultures and things like, well, they don't issue the cultures, but they do. What they call it? Colonization, right? So yeah, in a sense, they've structured race, culture, religion, politics, All this shit's fucking man-made, baby. Okay? So let's get real about this shit. You know what I'm saying? When we get to this point where we stop letting man separate us from God, then that's when we'll take our fucking power back. But until we're in this space where we keep letting man separate us from our own connection to God and like letting demons come and try to convince you that you're not of God and try to tell you, oh, well, if it ain't in the blood of Jesus, if you ain't baptized and if you ain't chucking and fucking jiving, okay? Hey, gorgeous and dope. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, so it's like, yeah, if you're not covered in the blood of Jesus, and like I said, that has to do with accountability. Like, everybody, like, you, if I'm talking about the love of God and unconditional love, and I'm empowering the people, and I'm trying to bring people to God, and then somebody come and try to tell me that I'm the devil, or what I'm doing is the devil, this and that, because it ain't covered in the blood of Jesus, baby, the demon sent you to me to try to tell me that I'm not doing something right when I like the karmic laws of my eye and the commandments and me, I am inspired by Jesus. Don't get it wrong, baby. Jesus is my brother. Okay? I'm inspired by Jesus because Jesus walked the fucking walk. And if you motherfuckers ain't out here walking the walk and want to sit here and try to talk to me about me being the devil because I'm using fucking cards, that's what I'm saying. I don't even be really moved by that. It's really more funny to me. I'm more amused by the shit because that's your programming. That's your brainwashing because you don't have a direct connection to God. So God can't speak directly to you, but God speak directly to me, baby. So I don't, it's my thing is people can place their judgments, but my point is to be a reminder, baby, that you are God, right? God flows through you. And with the power of God and you moving, right? Using Jesus as an example, right? Now of course, right? I hate that I'll be honest and say, we're not perfect. Of course, we're not. Nobody, but it's like to strive for perfection. There's nothing wrong with striving to be perfect. There's nothing wrong with striving to align with what Jesus aligned with, to align with what God desired for us, which is with us coming together and empowering and you know what I'm saying, and bringing people to God and trying to empower them and show them what unconditional love was. Jesus was really all about that unconditional love. Like, it didn't matter where you came from, what your circumstances were. Like, I'm going to spread the word of God to you and hope that I can empower you. If we all had that kind of energy, life wouldn't be so hard for everybody, right? But nobody, like, if you're always being constantly beat down by the judgments of others trying to confine you, that's just the demons. That's the devil working through those people trying to tell you that you ain't doing something right because you are, right? Anybody trying to stop you from what you're doing and you're speaking the word of God and you trying to empower people and you like, you got this wisdom and stuff to share, they got something they want to bring negativity into it. You see what I'm saying? Meanwhile, what are you doing to bring people to God? What are you doing? Okay, you're not doing shit. You're bringing people to the demons. That's what you're doing. So get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, I people be pissing me off, but like I said, let me get my Zen energy back on. Yeah, I be more passionate. I'm not really mad. It's like, I'm upset. 50,000 and on my head is disrespect. You feel me? It's like, I'm not really mad. I'm just like popping my shit. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, don't let it get to you. Yeah, big facts. I'm just popping my shit for real. They ain't shit. Yeah, big facts. So let me see, y'all. What else? I think that was pretty much it, y'all. I just needed to get some shit off my chest. I don't know. If y'all want me to do, like, pull a couple cards, I will. Let me see. Illusion of separatism. Oh, that I'm missing a part. Let me see. So I was talking about setting traps. Oh, I wrote this poem, but it's to explain like this envious energy. It's like really short, y'all, but I'm gonna read it. Setting traps, digging graves for you that they fall into. Buried in the dirt, they try to dig on you. All you can do is pity the fool, because the karmic wheel always turns on you. Okay? That's talking about people who are sitting back envious of your ascension, right? It's like God, when you be working for God, right? the people don't understand that they're moved by, they got demon attachments to them. They don't understand it because they're not living a life of God. They're not going out. They're not practicing spiritual protection, right? They're not doing the proper things. Their minds are not in the right places. They're invested in the wrong people who also have attachments onto them. So it's constant drama, constant low vibrational interactions and energy, okay? And so it's just basically saying a lot of those people will turn and they'll turn their envy towards you. And they'll be looking at you like, who did this bitch think she is? She really thinks she know God. She really think that, blah, 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 just because they know they don't really know God. So it's like a lot of times people just be projections. They be projecting onto you. You see what I'm saying? But this is what happens. It turns them envious, right? It makes them look at it like they see God's favor over your life. And then they be looking at you like, you know, because they can only still see from their perspective. They can only still see from their lack mentality. So it's like now they're looking at you like something wrong with you when I'm just being moved by God. And so when you're moved by God, you don't move like everybody else, right? You do things that don't always make logical sense to the eyes, right? But it makes sense to me because God downloaded that within my fucking body and my spirit. And that's how we all really supposed to work, right? But since we don't give God that access because we say, well, if it ain't in the blood of Jesus, I don't want to talk to God, right? Well, then that's that case. Hey, I'm Pablo. Thank you so much for joining the live, bro. I miss and love you, sending you so much good energy your way, right? So the reality is, though, it's like people want to not accept God because they're so caught up in religion, because they so caught up in the blood of Jesus, because they so caught up in all this stuff that it's like you get lost in what the message really is, which is just, this is all about us empowering each other. This is all about uplifting ourselves to ensure that we are in a space that we can receive the downloads from the Most High. Like I've been a lot of life-threatening situations. Guess what? I got out the way. Baby, I'm still here, okay? Because of God, because of my intuition, because, like, you know, because of certain things, I've been aligned with God, moved me out the way of. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just a reminder that if you connect to the Most High directly and not always trying to find God in third person, through third parties, rather, you know what I'm saying? Then God will align you better with what it is that you should be doing, who the people you should be around, and all of that. You see what I'm saying? Because God has isolated me. God put me in a place because I was in a situation where, I was like rock bottom, okay? Rock bottom where I didn't have not one soul. I didn't have nobody to fucking call. I didn't have nobody to I was in a situation where it was like, and it also got me to the point where I was like, I'm always trying to reach out to people. I'm about to seek God, like, because that's been my whole life, right? My whole life has always been centered around being involved with other people. So I was like, well, who can I call? What do I know? And it got to the point where it was like, it dawned on me. God is isolating me for a reason. God is trying to show me that I don't need a motherfucking soul but him. You see what I'm saying? God is putting me in a position to recognize that here I am trying to find some sense of belonging, right? In this group or that group or this person or that person, people pleasing, giving everything, giving my all to show like I'm loyal, I'm loving, I'm your friend, I'm a true person. Meanwhile, everybody around you fake as fuck. Okay, not authentic and not connected to the Most High, and you sitting up here draining all your good loving energy, trying to please and people please and try to do all this for everybody else, and you just neglecting yourself and you neglecting God. You see what I'm saying? So the reality is, I got to this point where now it's like, baby, my energy is so sacred. Baby, not everybody can have access. And because of all of the access I gave my energy to for so long, now I'm in a place where my energy is sacred. And like the people that I give my energy to, it's reciprocable. Like it don't feel one-sided, baby. And if it feels one-sided, then I'm not fucking with you. You see what I'm saying? So the reality is that's how we have to be, because it's spiritual warfare. When you see like, and it be your own people. Like, be your own people. So that's why I'm saying it'd be like, I had to get away from even close, like, you know, it'd be family, it'd be whatever. So when it's like that and you recognize that, you understand that people are empty vessels. Not everybody got a soul. Not everybody got a spirit. Some people are literally moved by low vibrational forces because they forfeited their spirit by something that they did in the past or whatever. And now, you know, it's just like when we talk about when you get drunk and you open yourself up to spirits, you know, when people black out and they drove all the way home and they did this and did that and everybody didn't even know they was blacked out because it was like, Brad, how was you blacked out? You drove home and you told me you was going, and you called me when you got to the, you're like, you know what I'm saying? You was a whole nother motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? So you was fucking possessed. And that's how it is. Niggas is fucking Agent fucking Smith out here. You see what I'm saying? So it be like, the devil gotta work through people that love you. The devil gotta work through the people that are closest to you, because those are the only people you give a fuck about. If it was just some stranger that came and said some shit, bitch, who are you? I don't give a fuck about your opinion. I don't care about you. You see what I'm saying? It gotta be the people that you love the most that the devil gotta go through to try to keep you off your path to God, to try to keep you off your path. You see what I'm saying? To wherever the fuck you headed. You know what I'm saying? Whatever goals you're working on, that's helping you ascend. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reality of it. Don't be out here less susceptible to people that are preying on your energy, that don't have good intention with you at all. Okay, like one thing I can say that I struggled with growing up was like constant narcissism. You know what I'm saying? I would deal with a lot of people, be dating them. You see what I'm saying? Thinking I know that my intention is pure. I really fuck with you. I really like you. I really want to build something with you. Meanwhile, that ain't what they desire. They're playing that role, love bombing, gaslighting, just so they can get some pussy. You see what I'm saying? It's like people want your sexual energy. You don't understand how powerful your sexual energy is. But then it's like, if it wasn't so powerful, why the fuck is these niggas crackheads about the fucking sexual energy then? Why is it like a motherfucker don't have no discipline and can't, you know what I'm saying? And kind of balance those lower urges, right? And to try to really invest in somebody with good intention and feel like, you know, like, you know, it is what it is. But it's because what are you guided by, right? If you was guided by God, those things would matter to you. But since you're guided by future, you're guided by the celebrities, you're guided by these lower vibrational fueled energies and people and things, and you're influenced by that. So you want to be like this, and you want to be cool, and you want to be that nigga, you want to be that bitch, you want to be, you know, whatever. Okay, be that. You see what I'm saying? But that ain't, where is that getting you? You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers be having, I'm telling you, like, people be having all kind of bread, all kind of materialistic gain ahead, bitch. Miserable. Miserable. Okay? Don't have not one, no happiness. They're empty inside. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, these motherfuckers be miserable. Now I'm starting to realize it, because it's like you might not get it at first, right? I didn't get it. Like, I was like, what benefit would it be for anybody to come and try to play me, to try to like deal with me and not have pure intention? Like, what benefit would they have, right? But you don't realize, since it's spiritual, right? It's like, it's almost like you're a sacrifice to the demons that they have attached to them. You see what I'm saying? Like, when people approach a situation and they're plotting from a mindset of not good intention, right? They're plotting from a mindset of like, yeah, I'm about to get over. I'm lying. I'm seeking. I'm a snake. You see what I'm saying? When they come with that snakish energy, that's low vibrational. That's that fucking what do they call that? That reptilian, you know, low vibrational energy. You see what I'm saying? So that shape-shifting energy too. These motherfuckers be shape-shifters, y'all. So be aware. You see what I'm saying? This is just me bringing awareness, because it ain't just niggas. It's bitches too. So for the guys that are watching this, I'm not just saying like, oh no. These people in general, man, woman, all races, creeds, ages, it don't fucking matter. It's all about the energy siphoning, right? But I'm not going to harp on that too much. I feel like we talk about this a lot, you know what I'm saying? But I'm trying to bring it to like, I'm showing y'all that it goes deeper than just everyday interactions. I'm talking about how this is this is embedded in the fabric of our culture, of politics, of religion, of everything. Like narcissism, especially religion. Like the blood of Jesus is that example of narcissism, right? It's like, yes, if you can call on me in the blood of Jesus, so you don't have to take accountability for the sin that you've done in this world. If that ain't fucking narcissism, baby, I don't know what motherfucking is, okay? So, at the end of the day, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, y'all. Let me pull a couple cards, though, just to give y'all some advice or whatnot. See what spirit has for us. But yeah, this is real shit, y'all. Like, it's time to wake the fuck up and realize that, nigga, it's spiritual warfare outside. I be saying that a lot. It's spiritual warfare outside. I like how that sounds. But yeah, it is though. You see what I'm saying? And it's like, baby, one thing about me, I'm a motherfucking soldier. I thought I told ya, motherfucking soldier. I thought I told ya, baby. I grew up listening to No Limit. Stop fucking playing with me. Master P in this bitch. You feel me? So it's like, it's spiritual warfare out here, baby. But I'm a motherfucking beast, bitch. I'm an admiral in this motherfucker. So don't fucking play with me. You see what I'm saying? Don't play with me. Like, I'm at this place now where I'm on 1,000 with this God body energy that's flowing through me. You see what I'm saying? Like, I know my worth. I know my value. Not that I never did. It's just I wanted other people to see it. And like, since you know you're around people who are fucking snakes that don't have good intentions, even if they do see it, they're not going to let you know that they see it because they want you to feel less than. They want to break you down. They don't want you to get in your God body energy. You see what I'm saying? So it's just, that's just the reality of it. You see what I'm saying? But you got to be ready to go for war for God. You see what I'm saying? And like I said, spiritual warfare is a little different. I'm not saying go out here and cause no havoc, but I'm just saying, like, don't bring no shit to my motherfucking doorstep. You feel me? I'm not out here looking for war, but I'm saying that I'm protected and I'm ready for it if anything want to fucking arise. You see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. When about God, you see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even playing no games. You see what I'm saying? Like, a lot of times, like, God done so much for me in my life, and it really showed me, because like for a long time, right, I was just kind of like, I love God, right? And God was always in my mind. I always prayed to God in a sense where I was saying it in my head, but I wasn't so confident about God that I would like pray for other people, or like I always felt like my connection with God was sacred, right? But I'm starting to learn the importance when we talk about the words, right? And us projecting our words and the power of our word and the power of God. Like, why not speak, you know what I'm saying, that connection that you have and that love that you have for God, and speak that more. And it's like, I don't feel like we do that enough, you know, because we, you know, for whatever reason. But yeah, the power in the word and the power of God, you know what I'm saying? It's like God done showed me a lot and showed me how, like, I don't need nobody else but him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it just really showed me that. And I got to that point where now it's like, I feel like the people that love and support me, they understand that I'm on this journey for God. And so they support and understand that, you know, I'm taking this time to heal. I'm taking this time to walk that path that God has for me. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of times, you know, people that don't support you, when you just trying to better yourself, when you're just trying to align with the Most High, and you're just trying to protect your energy, because when you're spiritual, you got to protect your energy. Because what you don't realize, when you're spiritual and you're an empath, you take on everybody's energy, then you may not even realize it, right? So it's like, I have to protect my energy, because like, if I answer the phone and I talk to somebody specific and they got something on them, or they got some type of energy that they got wrapped up in somebody that they dealing with, or something got going on, or they got some low vibrational experience going on. And of course, I'm a problem solver. I'm going to try to help you. I'm going to try to, you know, put you on game to figure out how you can get out of that situation. You know what I'm saying? But it's energy draining. You see what I'm saying? And when people are siphoning your energy, it's taken away from your manifesting energy for what you need to do for yourself. And so now I'm in this place where I'm like, I'm very limited to energy exchange at this point in my life. I'm like, when I'm at a space where I'm at a pivotal moment in my life where it's like, it wouldn't matter if I connected with your energy, y'all can't affect me, like in a sense of affecting the way that my energy is. I'm so controlled with it that I have this Reiki protection. I know how to cut my energy off and everything like that. I'm still studying and learning it, right? But until I know how to do that, I'm just very protective of my energy. And I hope that people will choose to respect that and not take it offensively. But it's like, all it does for me is when people take it offensively, it just lets me see their true nature, like as far as how they really feel about me. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Tokyo Decadence, thank you so much for joining the live. It really helped me see like how you really feel about me, because it's like, you would understand, knowing everything that I've been through, knowing, you know what I'm saying, you would understand that if I'm isolating for a moment to get my life together and things like that, I wouldn't take it offensively. But those that do, thank you. Just more confirmation for me. Right? So let's see. What else? What Spirit got for us today? Yeah. It's so funny how the fuck it ain't nothing to cut that bitch off. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's so funny how Spirit be just coming like, yeah, what she said, nigga. Because, like, look, this came out. Like, the Page of Swords is these sneaky, snaky, conniving, gossiping, fucking tabloid ass motherfuckers that got their mouth on you, always talking shit. And then this is what I'm saying. It's like you cutting that shit off though. And it's like, but you're welcoming too. It's like you're welcoming whatever anybody got to say. Like, speak your truth. Because at the end of the day, I'm going to speak my truth. You see what I'm saying? Speak your truth is what this is saying. But it's like, even when people got shit to say, right? But it's like, it ain't rooted in truth. That's when you cutting that shit off. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever you got to say, baby, it's not rooted in truth, so it's that shit getting cut off. I could care less, honey. It's like unmoved, unbothered. That's how Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is very like sarcastic. Like they, you know, they don't. It's not that they don't take nothing serious type shit. Where it's like, baby, I'm rooted in my truth. I'm standing on my foundation. I'm on my throne. I know what it is. Say what you want. But it's not going to affect me energetically. It's like an energetic cord cutting when it comes to these fucking people, right? And with the King of Pentacles, it's all about that boss energy, like being in your throne, like as far as like your business, right? Minding my motherfucking business, right? So it's like, here these motherfucking gossiping ass motherfuckers sit here. You just mind your motherfucking business. Focus on your values. Focus on your foundation. Focus on your coin. Focus on your manifestations. Focus on being solid. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't know about being solid. Motherfuckers don't know how to be solid. You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's what type of foundation you standing on. You see what I'm saying? Motherfuckers don't know how to be solid. Motherfuckers don't know how to have gratitude and appreciation, right? But this is you. Sitting in that gratitude and appreciation. Knowing who the fuck you are. Knowing who you are. And it's because you don't have no distractions. You're focused. Look at him looking down. Like, his eyes then are closed. Hey, they call me Texas. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. But look at him looking down. Like, he don't see, babe, you can't see. I don't see you, rather. Like, I'm not focused. I'm not paying attention, right? To the tomfoolery. Okay? I'm focused on the emotional fulfillment and abundance that I know that's due to come to me. Okay? And I'm not thinking about this. Baby, I did enough fraternizing, celebrating. I did enough partying. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's God's time now. Okay? It's time for me to zero in and focus, because it's all about celebrating with the bros. You know, with the girls. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, when this comes out, is they really the bros? Is they really, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, if you sit here running your mouth talking shit, I don't know is you really the bros or not. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. It's about prioritizing self, because you prioritize the bros. You prioritize the sisters. And you know what I'm saying? And now you're at the point where it's time to prioritize self. And motherfuckers is big mad. Well, sorry to hear that, hon. Motherfuckers can be mad all they want to, but it's because you're not working on yourself. You so wrapped up and focused on somebody else's business, right? You so worried about a motherfucker else's business. You wanna, cause you so focused on creating conflict and chaos in that person's life instead of focusing on your own motherfucking business. You so worried about this one and that one, you know what I'm saying? Like, no. That is not it, baby. Focus, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, at the end of the day, you don't want no smoke. But it's like, if a motherfucker come to, like we said, motherfucker come to your doorstep with it, it is what it is, right? But, you know, I go on my detoxes from smoking, but nigga, I'm a smoker. You feel me? So, I mean, if you want some smoke, you can get it. If you want some smoke, you can get it. Do you fucking hear me, y'all? If you want some smoke, you can get it. This is all about smoke and mirrors. So it just amuses me that this card came out when I said that. And this is all about smoke and mirrors. But this is just about, nigga, unconfusing the mind. You see what I'm saying? Like the hermit is going into this place of stillness, going within, tapping into oneself, finding the light within, okay? And then with this is coming out, lovers, this is about divine union, okay? And you know what, baby? It's happening for you, okay? You got the king and you got the queen of swords. This is definitely for the lovers to come out, the queen and the king of swords to come out, okay? But yeah, this confusion, I'm seeing like, it seems like it's centered around, like, it's the confusion centered around, yeah, like with this lovers and this, it's like there's gossip going on and it's like, okay, you could either be in a relationship, right? That could be the gossip, right? You and the person that you're in a relationship with, right? Or somebody trying to stand in the way, right, of this relationship. Or it's just the fact that, you know, it has to do with gossip centered around this relationship. I don't know. Maybe you have the divine counterpart or something like that and people hating. Or they may just hate that you have that in your cards and they don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why people hate. Like, I've never been a hater in my life. So I can't even relate to a motherfucker that hate. Okay, I don't even know how to hate a motherfucker. You see what I'm saying? It's always love in my heart for a motherfucker until they disrespect me. Now I'd be like, when I be so open with motherfuckers and then they just be rude and disrespectful. Now that used to get to me, right? I'm working on myself and my emotional control. So like now I just don't care enough. But I used to be like, how dare them be so nasty with me? Like I'm just so nice. I'm so welcoming. Like I was so nice to them. Why were they so rude to me like that? And I get mad, right? But now I know what it is. So it doesn't bother me anymore. Okay. And with that being said, y'all, we're going to get one more from the angels and we're going to go ahead and write it on out. Okay. But I really appreciate y'all fucking with me being on this live. Especially, I am George Solo. You've been a ride or die for me lately. You stay on my live with me and I appreciate that. I really do. I really, really do. All right. Let's see what the angels got to say. So we got intuition and we got happiness. Okay. So the intuition says you know what to do. Intuition, also known as your sixth sense or gut instinct, is the part of you that knows what is in your best interest without conscious reasoning. Ask the angel of intuition to speak to you loudly and clearly. If you have ever sensed exactly what is needed without really knowing why, that eureka moment is when that eureka moment when the way ahead becomes obvious. Okay, y'all, that fucked me up. If you have ever sensed exactly what is needed without really knowing why, you know that eureka moment when the way ahead becomes obvious, you are being guided from within. It's time to take your inner wisdom seriously and open your heart to the angel of intuition. Clearing your mind and staying present can help you tap into the infinite wisdom of your intuition. If meditation is not for you, there are other ways to find stillness, such as walking, music, art, writing, or anything that helps you connect with yourself. Whenever you get a gut feeling in your body, listen to it. Remember, intuition will never speak to you in a way that causes negativity and confusion. It will be a loving voice of uplifting clarity, encouraging you to do something positive for yourself and others. Hey, Freddie, OG8, thank you so much for joining the live, love. And then happiness is going to be the last message that we have from the angels. Bliss is your natural state. Ask the angel of happiness to remind you that bliss can be your natural state. If you define yourself by material success, if fear stress and sadness weigh you down, if you have forgotten how to smile, allow the angel of happiness to lighten your load and help you see the light first in yourself. And help you see the light first in yourself and then in everyone and everything around you. Look beyond the material, the surface of things, and connect to what is angelic. The potential for delight is always there within you, and the more you connect with it, the more you become a magnet for joy in the world. Choose to do what makes your heart sing and know that you truly deserve happiness. Feel deep gratitude for what is good in your life. Laugh more and try to take yourself less seriously. Share this message of natural joy. Light up the right of way for others by smiling with your face until your heart joins in. Okay, y'all? So that's big facts. Hey, Aminata, thank you, cuz, for joining the live again. I miss and love you. But yes, y'all, so that was the message. So happiness, y'all, and intuition, right? Just confirmation, I believe, because we talked about the intuition. We talked about following that gut, listening to the consciousness reasonings or paying attention to the unseen, not just the evidence that's in front of us, right? And the happiness is all about, maintaining the energy, the frequency. We talk about that all the time, right? Bliss is your natural state, right? So that's what we have to get at, where when we not feeling blissful, we like, hold on. This is weird. You know what I mean? Because bliss should be your natural state. If you ain't in constant bliss, that's what you need to be working on, right? Striving for that. Because who don't want to be at peace? Who don't want to have that serenity, that happiness within? You see what I'm saying? So this is what it's about, y'all. Maintaining the frequency, right? So that way these, when these naysayers, these gossiping motherfuckers, or people trying to block your love life, or people trying to create confusion in your life, people trying to create conflict in your life, hating ass friends, family members, whoever the fuck, could just be close loved ones or whatever, trying to get in the way of your stability, trying to get in the way of your wish fulfillment, trying to get in the way of your internal clarity, baby. They can't stop no show, baby. With the Most High, there is no blockages that can get in your motherfucking way, baby, okay? And that's gonna be the word for the day, baby. So I send y'all so much peace and love. Don't forget to check out my Amazon page. My link is in the bio. I got my journals there. Get you some, okay? And also my YouTube channel is Vibe Priestess Tarot. TikTok. My TikTok is Vibe Priestess Tarot as well, y'all. So go like, share, and subscribe for me. Show some support, all right? And I'm going to send y'all peace and love, and I'll see y'all in the next live.